welcome back to Good Morning Interbike. We're live at interbike.com/live. Make sure you tell your friends and your social media buddies to join us here at interbike.com/live, and thanks for joining us once again. We've got a full couch for this segment. Hi guys, thanks for joining us on Good Morning Interbike. To my right is Mark Graf from Smart E-Tailing. Welcome.
Good morning, David.
It's good to have you here. Introduce the friends you've brought with you.
Well, we have to my right is Bill Randon from Penn Cycle in Minneapolis, and Tim Staton from Ceres and Cyclops in Wisconsin.
Awesome. We're going to get to you guys in a second, but I want to start with Mark first. I've known you for a long time, Mark. I've known the name Smart E-Tailing for a long time. Explain to people who aren't familiar with what your company is, how you were founded.
Sure. Smart E-Tailing's been in business for 13 years. We work with about 1,100 specialty retailers in North America, and our mission is essentially to help those retailers thrive by using web technology to stay relevant and connected to their customers.
You've done this before.
Yeah, a little bit.
In an
elevator.
Yeah, well, that was a good elevator. I mean, we're on the 9th floor and we're done. So there's some specific challenges related to the online world these days, especially for people like Bill. And why don't you tell people what those challenges are and how you've addressed those?
Sure. Well, thanks. The whole concept of buy local now, which is what we're here to talk about, is that up to this show, until this show, most brands were blindly referring consumers from their website to a local dealer without any idea of whether the local dealer actually had the product the customer was looking at. The specialty bike industry is fascinating in that there are really strong brands like Ceres and Cyclops, and their websites attract a lot of attention from the consumers. The consumers see a product there, and then they want to find out, where can I get that product? But up until this show, that has been a very disappointing and frustrating experience. What we've done with Buy Local Now is enable a direct connection, and actually an intelligent handoff from the brand to a stocking local dealer on an individual product basis.
So if I'm a consumer and I'm looking for, I don't know, a Joule computer, or I'm looking for a power tap, and I'm going to go to Tim's website.
That's right.
And it's going to give me a list. You know, I live in Utah, so it's going to say, here's a list of dealers in Utah. But what you're saying is, I now know when I leave that website and go to, for instance, Bill's website, I know that Bill's got it in stock.
You're actually going to, at the Ceres or Cyclops website, you're going to see a presentation in a map format with stocking information near you automatically. You haven't gone anywhere else from that website, but when you see that there's a dealer with it in stock near you, you can click and go right to that same product in that dealer's website. So in Bill's website, that's the way it would work.
Bill, how long have you been in business?
Our bike shop was founded in 1957.
So, short timer.
Yeah, we've been around a couple of days.
What does something like this mean to you? Obviously, haven't been able to put it in practice yet. It's coming. But what does this mean to you potentially?
Well, I've seen this demonstrated, and I can tell you it finally gives us a leg up on the competition that's out there in the internet, because if you order it from some online company, you're still going to wait however long it takes for them to pack it, going to wait however long it takes for them to ship it. But this gives customers an opportunity to hit that buy now button, and you can see that it's in one of our stores today. I can go over and have it now. Instant gratification, and they know that it's there waiting for them.
I'm glad you said that, because I was going to say I'm a very much an instant gratification kind of a person. I don't want to wait for UPS to show up or for FedEx to show up. I need it now.
That's absolutely
And it is very difficult to know whether or not my local dealer has that product. And so for you, it means that your customers, your local customers, are coming direct to you, and they're not going to fillintheblank.com.
Exactly. And the reality is we're a big dealership. We have a lot of inventory. The reality is you can come into my store and get most of these products right away, where a lot of smaller shops and stuff will have to order this. There'll be more of a delay. It'll be less of a experience that customers are going to feel is what they're looking for. But having that inventory in stock will give us now a huge benefit. When it comes right on the buy now, they'll see it, we have it, the customer will come over, everybody's happy. It should work good.
Tim, from a manufacturer's perspective, what does this mean to you? How does this help you support your dealers?
Yeah, well, it provides that, it smooths that transition, as Marcus explained, from our site to finding our products at local retailers. So instead of having to make 25 phone calls and get a bunch of different people and have them go in the back room and look and get a subpar experience, or, you know, right now people are going away from that and going to the online search engines, Google and Amazon and stuff, and going and finding things there. And we're really tied and strongly support our IBDs, and we want people to buy product from IBDs. So we provide a customer experience, but also on the manufacturing side, we're able to, it's an incentive for dealers to stock our products, which we like, and then also it ensures that those consumers, when they're getting a product, they have the ultimate experience. There's very few online retailers that can deliver the same quality experience of going into one of Bill's shops, interacting with a sales guy, understanding when you get that jewel or the Cyclops trainer or whatever, if it needs a little assembly or needs a little fine tuning or how do I do this, the shop is perfect for that. The online guys don't get it. Well, our customer service guys will get those calls. We'd rather have the shop deal with those people and develop that relationship long term with the consumer.
Two words that you said that I really loved: relationship and experience. You want, especially for a brand like yours, you've got some high-end products. I mean, if somebody's going to go buy a power tap or they're going to buy a jewel, they're not spending $5.
Right.
And they want to have a good experience with your product. That's important. Bill, it's important for you and your brand. It's important for the consumer as well. And then the relationship. Knowing that when they need support, should they need support on that product, or just the setup, like you said, whether it's pairing your jewel with your heart rate monitor, those things are important. Bill, you can provide that to them.
Absolutely. Our people have training. You're not dealing with some faceless internet company that's not going to have that kind of experience. And when people come to our stores, we'd like to make sure that we're taking care of them and building that relationship with the customer. And this is the first time it's really put us on an even playing field with the internet.
Yeah.
And I think that it's going to make a huge game-changing difference.
Absolutely. From a retailer's perspective, what is their buy-in, if you will? Is there financial, do they need to invest? What does it cost them?
Sure, thanks David. It's actually open and free for any retailer in the industry to be listed in the Buy Local Now application, so they can appear in the map for their area. If they want to report their inventory, they just pay $30 a month, and that $30 a month covers them for every brand that might add the Buy Local Now application. The Buy Local Now application is free to the brand, so there's really no disincentive for any of the brands who want to support the specialty channel and who want to support that experience that the local retailer provides, and know that having their product delivered in a store like Penn Cycle or any of the local specialty stores that they sell to is just much better and much more satisfying than having a box show up at your front door.
Yeah, and there's something to be said. We're all in the bicycle world, right? We all have that dealer that we know in our town we can go to, and they're going to take care of you. And so this is just that one extra level of ensuring that the customer knows where to go, they're coming straight to you, and then they get that experience, they form that relationship, and they know they're going to come back to you for everything from then on. That's really, really important.
David, while Buy Local Now was created by Smart E-Tailing, it's also important to point out that it's not a Smart E-Tailing, it's not about just Smart E-Tailing clients. It's for the whole specialty channel. Any specialty store can be involved. We want to help the retailers and the suppliers show their products and offer them in a way that provides that experience and provides that immediate gratification.
What has been the reaction of bike dealers as they come by your booth and you try to bring them in to talk to them about it?
They're actually coming to us because of the
lanyards,
and the messages that are getting out there. People are very excited about it. It's just been overwhelmingly positive. The retailers understand how this changes, as Bill was saying, a game changer, because in the past it's been much more difficult for them to have a presence. Some brands wanting to make sure that their products were available online would maybe link to bigger national chains, not knowing exactly where locally there might be someone that has it. We're taking all of that and turning it on its head and basically saying, you can buy it local now, and here's a store near you that has exactly what you're looking for.
Bill, you've been in the business a while. Have you seen colleagues, competitors, who aren't around anymore because this has been an issue for them?
Certainly there's a lot of turnover in the bicycle industry. There's a lot of small shops that sometimes don't make it, and it's hard to say why that's happening. But I can tell you that something like this, people want to buy local. I think there's a big trend out there, especially with food products and stuff, buying from the local people who grow it near the place. And when you give them that opportunity to be able to buy local, I think they'll choose it over some national company just because they know that money is staying in their own community.
Absolutely.
And if you want it shipped to your house with Buy Local, a dealer like me who has a website, they can go online and they can buy it and have it shipped to their house, and they know that if anything goes wrong, they go down to the local dealer and deal with that. So sometimes people just want it shipped to their house. Sometimes it's at one of my other stores and I can ship to another location that's close to their house, even though I might not have it at that location. And hopefully that doesn't happen, but of course you can get it in a day and you don't have to pay any shipping charges to ship to store. So there's a lot of other choices that you can make as well, just besides coming into the store.
How have the Ceres and Cyclops dealers responded to the program?
Very positively. We've actually got it live on both Cyclops.com and Ceres.com, nice. So consumers can go out, or dealers can go out and see the real, true interactive experience, put their zip code in or have it automatically filled in and see where they're going. I think dealers who see that are just blown away by the fact that it's a optimized dealer search. Really, it's when you used to go and look at a product and go, okay, now where do I find a dealer? You got a list. And each brand would do, different. Is it alphabetical? Is it, how's it prioritized, right? Now you get the guys who have it in stock near your house, or the people who will order it, and then you get the rest of the shops as well listed. So it's an incentive for those dealers, like I said, to stock the products as well as, just to participate in the program, because they're gonna simply get more phone calls and foot traffic and e-commerce orders too for those people who do want to just ship it to their house.
And I got to think that the more companies like Ceres Cyclops who get it, the more other companies, consumers are going to demand it, because they're going to say, why can't I find out from brand X where I can get it and who has it in stock locally? So I think it's something that will probably just continue to grow.
There, in addition to Ceres and Cyclops, Cat Eye, Surly, and Park Tool already have it live in their websites. SRAM will have it live by October 15th, and all 6 of those brands were strongly behind the program because they could see the benefit. They participated in the launch at Interbike, but this is really the start of Buy Local Now. Yes. And at this point, we're making all brands aware of it, and they can add it to their website for free.
So I have to ask you, for IBDs who are interested, maybe they're not at the show, maybe they didn't have a chance to stop by, if they want more information, where can they get it?
Go to smartdetailing.com, and right on the home page, click on the Buy Local Now banner, and all the information is there. They can go see if they're in the database already, because we have probably 5,000 dealers in the database.
That's great.
If they are in the database, they can claim their listing and then control it. If they're not in the database, they can add themselves right there instantly on the spot, and again, the listing is free.
That's awesome. And if you don't mind, gentlemen, plug your own websites as well. Tim?
We're at Cyclops.com and Ceres.com.
Excellent. Bill?
Pencycles at pencycle.com.
Perfect. I mean, come on, you're here. You got to plug your stuff, right?
Exactly.
Excellent. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Mark, thanks for telling us about Buy Local Now. It's a great idea. I think it's something, it's going to catch fire. When we talk again next year at Interbike, the number of manufacturers and the number of dealers on it, it's going to be huge. So it's a great idea. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for joining us. And we will be back in just a couple of minutes with Mark Sani from Bicycle Retailer Industry News, so stick around.